Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Gonna run it. It's Daniels. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud the Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go, Two-Bits, forbidden. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Here comes this whole crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy, a 50-yarder from the left hash. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, just going over the top. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. They'll run this play from the pistol. Back to throw, it's Langway. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Trying to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run.
Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! Follow the blockers. The offense. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Looking to throw, it's Langway. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He's going to fire deep. Pulls it in on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Yeah, and nice play by the QB, understanding when to get the ball out. This is something that I guarantee you, Palmer, you and your receivers did all the time at Florida. Just the timing, knowing when the ball's coming out and when the ball's going to be thrown so I can go make a play.
It's so important to rep it like that because you never know in games when those opportunities are going to happen. But I think that time the quarterback pre-snap, him and the receiver, they made a little eye contact. They knew this was going to be an opportunity, and they went out and they executed what they practice every single day. What you just said, David, and it works to perfection.
Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter.
At the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, Florida.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll run play action. Still looking. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's going to throw deep right side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Langway. Quarterback extends the play. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down in this defense. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able...
And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. The Gators headed quickly to the line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Not a chance. Missed it. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get 1 more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Going deep. And it's caught inside the 15. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Just about 30 seconds to go, and you want to score, but the last thing you need to do is give up a cheapie. Getting some heat.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air. It's Langway. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's going to pass. He'll take another shot here. Picked off. And they come up with a big... 1st down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Keeps it going. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Gators are rolling down the field. From the gun, give on the inside. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Langway. Now adjusting. He'll throw it. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. Here comes the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. That is no... Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Well, jet sweep pass. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Wants to throw, it's Langway. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Florida 20, Ole Miss 17.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burke. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up first.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators!
And this is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rush.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. On the run, it's Daniels. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
These running backs had all kinds of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We've got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
He's looking deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
It's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Off play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. UTEP has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
It's never easy on defense being in a sudden change situation like this. On the very first snap, they take a shot. You're backed up almost in your red zone. Great job forcing an incompletion now to catch your breath, get some momentum.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the right. Touchdown, Florida! And the beatdown has ensued. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pass.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Okay, ready? 2nd down coming up. Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The Gators line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.